Imagine with me for a moment all your unfulfilled dreams that are on the shelf or on the back burner, and notice how that makes you feel. It may make you feel sad or disappointed in yourself, even like a failure because you procrastinated for so long without taking any action. Now imagine having a team of like-minded individuals who take that dream from concept to completion. Those dreams are now launched into action, and they take off with power and furious momentum, igniting the passion and excitement within you. Before we begin, we'd like to share with you a short video of Napoleon Hill, the man who laid the foundation for successful mastermind groups.
An understandable definition of the mastermind is this. It consists of two or more people who work in perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite purpose. Now, here are some interesting facts about the mastermind which give you an idea of how important it is and how necessary that you embrace this principle and make use of it in attaining success in your chosen occupation. First of all, it is the principle through which you may borrow and use the education, the experience, the influence, and perhaps the capital of other people in carrying out your own plans in life. It is the principle through which you can accomplish in 1 year more than you could accomplish without it in a lifetime if you depended entirely upon your own efforts for success. And I have heard well-informed Bible students say that the first known application of the mastermind was that which existed between the Nazarene and his 12 disciples. Of one fact I am absolutely sure. When you form a true mastermind alliance with others and work with them in a spirit of perfect harmony, you can draw freely upon the spiritual forces within you in carrying out your plans and desires. I also know that the mastermind principle can give you absolute protection against failure. Always, you are where you are and what you are because of your mental attitude in which you relate yourself to other people. Remember also, your mental attitude is the one and the only thing over which you have complete control. Success is something which has to be planned, and success is something which has to be earned in advance. True, there is such a thing as luck, but just remember that luck is something you can create for yourself if you know the rules and follow them just as I give them to you. Remember, too, that success in the higher brackets of achievement is something that can be had only by taking others along with you. And the best definition of success which I know is this. Success is the knowledge with which to get whatever you want from life without violating the rights of others and by helping others to acquire it. There is a known formula for the attainment of success, and it is as definite and certain as are the rules of mathematics or the principles of science. My purpose in these visits is to bring you that formula in simple terms that you can understand and apply.
Welcome. Welcome to creating a successful mastermind group. I'm Faith Dieter, and I'd like to begin by telling you a little bit about the Authors Mastermind Group and how we got started. I'm a licensed therapist, and in the summer of 2008, I had just finished writing my first book about conflict patterns in relationships. I was doing a lot of research about how to get my book published. I met Jed Ray and learned that he, too, had just written a book, so we decided we would meet together once a week to share research we were each doing to get our books from manuscripts to finished products. That is how our group was born. Next, I'd like to introduce my friend Jed and share about the transformations that have occurred for him since becoming a mastermind member. After completing his first book on communication, Jed is now working on his second and third books. Jed has worked for many years in the area of health care, and he's recently been contacted by the Ministries of Health and Human Services in Canada to support global change. Jed conducts personal enrichment seminars, and he is now on the academic speaking circuit addressing university students and faculty. Most notably, Jed is developing course material for new classes he will be teaching as an adjunct faculty at the University of Oregon. All of this and much, much more is attributed to the power of the mastermind process.
I am Jed Ray. I am an author of a business communication book and currently writing my second book on transformational thought. I joined this group to better manage my personal and business time and gain valuable insight into this mastermind concept. Let me introduce my good friend Joe Palmer to you. Since joining our group, Joe has expanded his coaching practice tremendously. I know, I've received some of the benefits of his services. And last year, he put on an amazing event, which included industry leaders, amongst which was Lisa Nichols from The Secret.
I am Joe Palmer. I was introduced to the Authors Mastermind Group through Faith Dieter, my fellow coach and trainer. Having started my book, The Bullseye Theory, I was looking for a way to get it moving towards completion. The group has supported me in this and so many other ways. This call each week is one of the most important parts of my life. I am honored to introduce to you Nancy Siegel. Nancy and I worked together in a coaching relationship, and she joined our group shortly afterwards. She very quickly got herself published with #1 bestseller status and has continued to grow in her authoring, hypnosis practice, and speaking engagements. I'll let her tell you more about her accomplishments.
And I'm Nancy Siegel. I've been writing my own story about surviving mercury poisoning when I was invited to join this group by Joe Palmer, who had been my coach at the time. It was only 8 months later that I became a best-selling author because of this group. Without it, I would be light years from where I am now. And now I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Faith. During our mastermind group, she's expanded her work tremendously. She's now giving relationship courses in federal prisons, trainings for hostage negotiations, and is a guest speaker at the Johns Hopkins University. And she's also working on completing her 3rd book. Faith's work has skyrocketed.
Our group has a purpose. The purpose of the Authors Mastermind Group is to share ideas and support one another toward authoring, publishing, speaking, and promoting the work of each individual member. Secondly, this group is committed to sharing its success mindset to other people that wish to develop an effective mastermind group for their business, project, or passion.
What you will discover with us is that you can and will accomplish whatever your heart desires. The tools you will acquire will support you in completing everything you set out to do every time. What it takes from each of you will be quickly discovered, and you will reveal it with one another as you each grow. We are here to guide you in forming your own successful mastermind group. We'll provide the tools to ensure that every participant in your group creates the success they only dream of, and both individuals and the team wins. We have become family for one another.
You will notice that there are very specific points here that will determine your success as a group. Understanding and utilizing the strengths of each individual in the group is critical. If you lose sight of the individual resources, you risk limiting the successful outcome. When someone succeeds in the group, it is your success. Example, when Nancy reached bestseller status, I rejoiced in her success, but also in mine and the group's. It was a win for us all. You will discover that the reality of 6 degrees of separation is real and alive. You each will benefit from the personal networks of the other members. And in the end, results are why you are here. Make sure you know what you are looking for in the end. You will also be challenged to take personal responsibility and be responsible to the larger mission of the group itself.